More changes could be on the horizon for Beaumont School Board and voters who choose school board members. KFDM News has learned the district is proposing a new election map for trustees to consider if a court orders the district to use a 5-2 plan voters approved. It would include 5 single-member district seats and 2 at-large seats. If the board says yes, the map could be in place for the November elections. Some trustees have expressed their frustration, saying the map was unfairly drawn. Leslie Rangel joins us now in the studio with more about the proposed map and reaction. Leslie?
Trustee Mike Neil says for the past 2 years, the public has had an opportunity to voice its opinion about any of the proposed maps during the lengthy redistricting debate, except this new one. Now, this latest 5-2 map raises a number of concerns for Neil. He says it was drawn without any chance for voters or trustees to offer input. This is what the new map would look like. Neil's complaint is that the map consolidates the 3 districts in which white board members were elected into a single district. That's number 5 in this map, the area shaded in gold. Neil says the 4 other districts are majority black. He says the end result would virtually ensure a majority black school board, despite the change from all single-member districts to a 5-2 map. Neil says what concerns him most is what he calls unfair representation on the board, and a voting map he says was drawn without any feedback from the public or trustees.
To have only one district that could be represented by a white trustee is unfair. The fact that the public had no idea that we were even doing this map is unfair. The fact that the trustees had no input on it is unfair. It's a very blatant attempt to maintain control, and they have continued to talk about our side being all about race. But it's very obvious that they've done it strictly along racial lines, and I think it's gone overboard. And
Neil is also raising concerns about something called cumulative voting for the 2 at-large seats. The district says it wants to use that option allowed by the state in the next election. Here's how it works. As an example, if there were 4 people running in one of the at-large districts, a voter could cast a ballot for the same candidate 4 times, instead of only voting for only one candidate. The state's goal was to avoid diluting minority voting strength. His other complaint, the proposed map would include prison populations in the 5 single-member districts, even though felons can't vote. We contacted school district attorney Melody Chappelle for comment. She told us she would not discuss any proposed maps until tonight's board meeting. We're covering the meeting and we'll update the story during tonight's newscast on KFDM.com. Reporting live in the studio, Leslie Rangel, KFDM 6 News.